Good evening. My name is Vincent C., and I'll be talking about a car company called Tesla. They were a company that was founded in 2003 and went public in 2010. From the very start, they were an underdog company. Many people said that electric vehicles, the technology's not there yet, consumers don't want them, and all these negative things about Tesla when they were being founded. One of the biggest things that was said was the last American car company that was successful, that was started up, was Chrysler in 1952, over 65 years ago. The world is finally coming to terms with Tesla. There's been laws passed in countries and cities alike where electric cars are given the presidents in tax breaks and more money and more incentives than the gasoline-powered counterparts. But there's still many naysayers out there, and I would like to talk about Tesla, one of the leading car companies, to help broaden everyone's knowledge of them. There's 3 models currently out. It is the Model S, which is a luxury sedan, a Model 3, which is a compact sedan, and a Model X, which is a luxury SUV. There's 2 future models that has just been announced. By 2020, they'll be out. One of them is a Tesla Roadster, and the other one is a Tesla semi-truck. Let's first talk about safety. That's very important when you're buying a car. These cars are the safest cars. They've scored 5 stars in every crash test. So when you actually do get in an accident, these cars are the best ones to be in. But they're also very safe because there's auto braking, auto steering. This is going to be soon one of the first markets with full autonomy, which will slow down on all different types of crashes. Also, they have a very low center of gravity. The battery pack, which is the main weight of the car, is right at the bottom of the car. So there's very little chance of these cars to be flipping over. These batteries make the car stable, so when you get sideswiped, the car will stay intact and protect all the occupants. One of the biggest eye grabbers of this car is their performance. The slowest vehicle they're making will go 0 to 60 in 20 seconds, which just happens to be a semi-truck that is fully loaded with the maximum legal payload. The fastest performance car will be the Tesla Roadster, which will go 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. As I said before, both of these cars will not be out until 2020, but cars that are out right now, the Model S can go 0 to 60 to 2.5 to 4.2 seconds. The Model 3 will go 0 to 60 in 5.1 to 5.6. The Model X will go 4.9 to 2.9 seconds, 0 to 60. All of those are very fast compared to conventional motors. This is because batteries can go very fast, all their energy, right? They can use all their energy right away. Gasoline-powered engines need a while to build up momentum in order to take off. Now, one of the big major anxieties that people have is the range on electric vehicles. These cars go anywhere from 220 miles for one of the smaller batteries to 335 for one of the bigger, larger battery packs. All depends on how much you want to pay and what kind of weather conditions you are. Some people say weather conditions shouldn't affect how far my car can get, but weather conditions also affect gasoline-powered cars. It affects the performance. You're using air conditioning or heating depending on the weather. This all varies the range of the car, so that also works with the electric vehicles. Now, the 2 cars that are coming out, the Tesla semi-truck should go 300 to 500 miles in one single charge. The Tesla Roadster that's coming out should go 620 miles for one charge. Way outperforming anything that we have for diesel trucks or regular supercars. Now, the initial costs of these vehicles are very high, but the cost of ownerships would really sink these things in to make them valuable. There is less moving parts, so there's less maintenance. You don't have to get oil change. The only thing you need to change in this car is the windshield washer fluid. That's it. Everything else is warranted. Now the initial price for Model S ranges anywhere from $62,000 to $143,000. For the Model 3, it'll be $35,000 to $45,000. The Model X is $67,000 to $146,000. The Tesla Roadster will be $200,000 to $250,000, and the Tesla semi-truck is $150,000 to $180,000. Like I said, big cost up front, but through time, these cars will be cheaper to maintain than any kind of gas-powered vehicle or their counterparts. And did I mention these cars have style? These cars have a 17 or 15-inch touchscreen that controls everything. It's just a big tablet sitting in the middle of your console. Now, with this, controls the whole entire car. The best thing about it is connected to the internet, and over time, Tesla will send out updates to make your car perform better. No other car company's car can increase in value over time, but these cars can increase in value when any kind of technology Tesla comes out to can just be streamed to your car for free. 100% free. Now, last thing we want to talk about will be charging. Most of these things about charging is, the majority of the time you'll be at home charging overnight or something like that, and 90% of the time that'll be great. But when you want to take road trips, you're going to need to get gas, or when you're in dire situations, you can go to one of their Tesla superchargers that Teslas only have access to. There's over 1,000 supercharger locations in the world. There is over 7,400 superchargers in the world. So these superchargers can get your car charged up in 30 minutes for enough for you to make the rest of your destination. Then you can use any other charging infrastructure anywhere. Teslas can use anything else. So if you're really in a pinch, you can charge anywhere. It'll take longer to charge your car, but it's when you're in a dire situation, it's nice to know that you always can do that. And then lastly, anywhere you can find an electrical outlet, you can charge your car. Highly not recommended, but if you're in a pinch, you can charge your car off of any kind of charging infrastructure. So in conclusion, Tesla is a viable option to replace any car that you have. The money you pay up front is a little much to bite off, but if you can manage it in the long run, Teslas are the way to go. But Tesla mostly proves that electric cars are the way of the future. All other auto industries are now playing catch up, making their own electrical vehicles just so they can try to compete with Tesla, and they're nowhere near. And that is my presentation on Tesla. Thank you.